Hello, everybody, and welcome to VEDA Day 13. I have with me Luther. Luther, can you say hi? We are on kind of a weird schedule today. We are at a church service this morning, and my husband was speaking, and so we didn't get back till late, like 1, and Luther was asleep twice in the car. So he's just going down now. The boys didn't really sleep, so they're sleeping now, and hopefully they'll sleep okay. So I want to do the bedtime tag for babies. I thought it looked fun, and Luther looks cute today. Hey! Can you say hi and be pleasant? Say hi. We have a little spotlight on us to help with the lighting, so it might look kind of funny. But anyway, okay. So first question is, what time do you put your baby to bed? I'm gonna let him get on the floor and play because, yeah, he clearly didn't want to be with me. So, what time do you put your baby to bed? I put my baby to bed or between 7 and 7:30. Lately, it's been closer to 7 when Joel's home, more like 7:30 when Joel's not home. When Joel's not home, I have to make sure I get Judah down first because this baby will not nurse when Judah or Joel, he won't nurse unless we are in this room and it's dark, and I can't leave Joel and Judah alone at 7:30. Other times I can leave them alone, but not at 7:30 at night. Something would happen. So we go to bed after Judah's in bed. And so he ends up going to bed at 7:30 when Joel's not home. 2, does your baby use a lovey or a pacifier? The lovey you just saw right here. This thing has been his absolute favorite since, I don't know, 3 or 4 months old. None of my boys have had a crazy favorite lovey like that, but he is just obsessed with this thing. He'll put it in his face. He's sticking his fingers in the fan. He'll put it in his face. He'll just smile, and then he'll put his face, and he'll just fall asleep with it, on his face. So weird. And we have a backup lovey that is very similar and that travels with us because I don't feel like taking that thing with us everywhere. Let's see. Pacifier, no. He just doesn't, I don't know, he doesn't like it. 3, how much time do you put between the baby's last feeding and bedtime? 0. We'll nurse, and then I'll turn the music on, and then I will lay him down. So, 1 minute, maybe I'll sing to him a little bit, but not very long. Do you incorporate any books or music into bedtime? Yeah, we always do a CD with hymns on it for... All my boys love it. All my boys love music, and they, especially if they're not that tired, if I'm putting them to bed early, or, I don't know, they just like the music. So I put it on when they're babies. I think it cues to them that it's time to relax, so that it's bedtime, that the music is on. So it's usually an hour CD, the music plays a full hour, and they're usually asleep by, I don't know, 20 or 30 minutes in. But I let it play until it's done. We might do 1 book if Joel is home and I have time. I'll do a couple books with Luther. He really likes that, but it's hard. When I know that there's other kids downstairs probably wreaking havoc, it's hard to sit up here and read a book to Luther. So, but when Joel's home, I take my time with him and I do read him a book. Now and then. Okay. Sleep through the night and then bedtime. Sleep through the night. Yeah, he slept through the night around 8 weeks, but that was my latest. My other 2 boys slept through the night 4 weeks. Joel slept through the night at 4 weeks old, and Judah did at 6 weeks old. So Luther was my latest at 7 or 8 weeks, but just makes sense with his personality. He doesn't, I don't know, if anything bothers him, he will wake up and cry about it. That's just the way he is. So, what do we call bedtime? I don't understand that. We call it bedtime. We call it 7:15. I don't get that. We have a special name. I don't know. What age do we start the bedtime routine? Well, we don't really, obviously we don't have that good of a routine, but we start I start moving their bedtime back towards the 7 o'clock time around month 3, because I find that by 4 or 5 months old, they are exhausted and they really want to go to bed early. So that's when the whole like real routine starts to happen, which is 7 to 7, 2 naps. That all starts to happen around 3-4 months. Is bath time part of your bedtime routine? No. If you have only one kid, it probably is. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's just been hard for us to incorporate that with all these kids. But when Joel's home, we do a bath time, but it's definitely not part of the nighttime schedule by any means. What is your nap routine, and what other sleep methods have you tried? Nap routine? I mean, we don't have a different nap routine. It's the same, really, as bedtime. I'll just bring him in here, turn off the lights, press play on the CD player, and lay him down. And sometimes it's funny. He's, like, fussing with me holding him. He's, like, like, whining. And then once I lay him down, he's, like, he just smiles, and he grabs that lovey, and he puts it in his face, and he's, like, thank the Lord you put me in bed finally, Mom. And then sleep methods, have you tried? I don't know. I don't know about that. We don't do any methods. We didn't really need to. I don't know. I didn't really do like Ferber, or I didn't do any of those. I just, from day one, or the day we get back from the hospital, if we're in the hospital, we make them sleep in their crib. And yeah, when they start to recognize that you're leaving the room, which is like, I don't know, around 3 months, I guess, I just let them cry, and they figure it out, and they get tired, and they fall asleep. I mean, they're so tired at that age, like, it does not take much crying for them to fall asleep, like, maximum 10 minutes. So I guess you could call it cry it out, but cry it out has such a negative connotation, like you're ignoring some of their needs or something. I'm not ignoring his needs. Like, I know when he's crying about a poopy diaper or pain, I'll come up here and rock him, and I will give him some ibuprofen or nurse him or whatever he needs. But if he's just crying because he's tired, like, he'll be asleep in less than 5 minutes. So no, I don't come back in. Like, I think that would just perpetuate the problem. So that is our sleep routine, and I hope you guys enjoyed.